What's up guys, J here. I'm going to show you a great way to have a totally vegan, awesome, what I like to call Totu and cheese bagel sandy. It's basically a bagel sandwich with tofu and cheese, but this can also just be used as a regular old way to prepare your tofu for any old stir fry or any old tofu dish. So let's get started here. I'm going to crank up the heat. Cast iron pan, you can use any kind of pan. I just like to use a skillet here. I'm going to get it going pretty hot here. We're going to need olive oil, so put some olive oil in there and we're going to let this heat up quite a bit. Don't need too much, but it always tastes real good. What I like to do is make my own kind of watered down version of soy sauce. So we're going to put a little soy sauce in here, and I'm going to throw in a little hot sauce, cayenne sauce, get a little spicy, and I'm going to throw some water in there. So as we're cooking, we can use a lot of this watered down soy sauce as we go. I'm going to throw a little bit in there right now. So when that starts bubbling, what we can do is then add the tofu. So take any ordinary firm tofu. You don't have to use firm, but firm will obviously work better for flipping. And cut them pretty thin, but not like that thin. It's already starting to bubble there. And you should get about 9 slices. Okay, there we go. Just going to kind of spread it around the pan like that. I usually have a big thing of soy sauce ready to go, but I don't have any of my usual ingredients here, so I just use some any old ordinary soy sauce. Turn this way down. Whoa, hello. There we go. This chunk of tofu didn't really work out like it because this one over here is kind of crappy. So there we go. Get it going again here. So we got 9 chunks of tofu frying up. The trick with tofu is that it's going to take a while to cook. That's basically the only trick with tofu. Make sure you get all the sides going good here with the soy sauce so it doesn't stick. And make sure you keep moving it. Use a fork just to flip them and move them around. Works perfect. A lot better than a spatula. Don't even try and use a spatula. It's just not going to work. You want to flip one individually at a time. A lot of times I'll chop up this spare tofu in half. And I'll do it to this guy here. And move one up to the top. Make a little more room here for this other guy. There we go. So once you get it frying up good, you can turn the heat way down, and you're going to want to fry this for about a half an hour to really get it to go good. And you're going to have to flip it probably about 10 times during the process, so you got to figure every few minutes you got to come back and flip them. Or you can turn the temperature way down and just let it kind of slow fry on there. There we go. See, this soy sauce is probably way too watered down, but there, okay. Awesome. Then cover it with this thing and let her go. Okay, let's give her a check here. Push it around. This is probably what, my 3rd or 4th time having to do this. Yeah, see, the low heat's much better. They don't stick nearly as much, and you can let them slow roast. And that's key to doing tofu, cooking with tofu. So get that, let that sauce really absorb into that tofu. And I'll put some more in now. Put some more in and do a flip. Give these guys a flip. Oh yeah, it's getting nice and brown there. Man, this soy sauce is strong. I don't like it. This is like a soy sauce you'd get at like a Japanese restaurant or something. Kind of like the standard soy sauce, but I'll usually go to the Asian food store and get like a black soy sauce or a light soy sauce. I think it's called Swan or something, but I'll make that, put a little water in that, and it'll probably be like almost 50-50 dilute on the water to soy sauce. And then like when I can stir fry like with a wok and just use a ton of it and not have to worry about too much
too much sodium taste or stuff like that. And that way we keep stuff from sticking, and you can cook at a higher heat that way. These guys aren't getting brown here. You know, this is probably the worst example of a Totu Sandy I could show you, because I'm totally out of the usual ingredients that I usually cook with. So, but you'll get the idea. And we'll see in a couple minutes here. There we go. Let's see how we doing here. How we doing? Get a little push. Take it off the bottom there. This guy's looking pretty darn good. Yummy. It's getting good. This guy's some color here. Poor guy. I usually do this a little more in a uniform fashion, but I guess I'm kind of not doing anything that I usually do, which is kind of weird. That's what I get for running the camera here. Oh yeah, that's getting super good now. Yummy. I did shred up a little vegan cheese here, which is good. But I usually use Daiya, which I'll show you a little bit of Daiya later. It's not. I don't have the shredded version, which I usually have, but we'll see in a sec here. Let's get a little bit more of this stuff. Push, push. It's probably like the 7th time or something that I've flipped these. It's probably only been like 15 minutes or something, or 20 minutes. They're doing pretty good. They're almost done. Oh yeah. And they're already starting to taste super good. That one needs a lot more cooking, it looks like. Let's get this guy in the middle here. And I usually use a bigger burner, but I got it over here just to kind of give you guys a better idea. I got it next to the cutting board over here, because I'm going to be cutting the bagel here in about a second. So while that's cooking up, let me get the bagel ready here. Here's a nice bagel from a fryer truck, old Colorado rules. I'm going to actually cut this into thirds, so that when you're eating the sandwich, you don't have too much bagel in there. Usually I get them super fresh, and I won't even have to toast them. I think I'm going to throw this in the toaster. And they're going to be rocking. Give them a little push here. Make sure it don't burn down there. This heat setting is perfect. You'll find if you let it go for about 4 minutes without touching them, it might start to stick a little bit down there. But you should be able to still push them. Sometimes, if they're cooking too hot, you'll have to go under them to get them loose. This is one of the hardest things I learned when becoming vegan. Is the best way to cook tofu. Now you can totally marinate it and then bake it, which is really good. But that's kind of a long process. This is just if you want to wake up, throw some tofu on real quick, get the day started. And then, I'll tell you what, a lot of people diss tofu, but this is soybeans. I mean, this is a bean made out of beans. It's fermented, so you not only get the building blocks of life in a bean that you can eat, but you also get probably some other awesome qualities too. I grow these beans right out of my garden. It's awesome. When your mom says eat your vegetables, well, you can eat a cheese sandwich and you're still eating your vegetables. It's awesome. I love it. I'm starting to take a little better shape here. Looks like this guy doesn't want to, even a hot spot right there. Let's see what he looks like down here. Yep. We'll move him. Trade spots with one of these guys here. This guy looking good too. Let's trade spots with this guy. There we go. Beauty. Tell you what, man, if I wasn't a vegan, I'd be probably 500 pounds right now. I shoot you not, man. Shoot you not. I'm gonna try a chunk of this. Oh yeah. Starting to come together now. Yummy. Yes, sir. Okay, I'm gonna cover it up and then one more dose of the sauce. And then it's gonna be garlic powder time. And finish her up. Okie dokie, in I go. Give it a light toast. And let's give it the one more lube down here. I might do one more. Got a little bit left, so we'll do one now. Put the garlic powder on, and we'll do one more of those. See how it's frying real good there? Oh yeah. You want it to kind of look nice and fried up like that chunk. Yeah, that's going to be super good. Super good. Give this guy a little more cooking action. Slide over. Slide over. I try not to break them, but I'm kind of being a moron today. I don't know what the hell I'm doing here. There we go. That guy's looking good. And you can just see how fast the water is boiling off now. It's gone. It's gone. It's gone. That is good. So now I'm going to do some garlic. Ooh, garlic. Sprinkle it on there. Garlic powder. Get some organic garlic powder. You're good to go. I think you got to buy it online. You know. Well, I think it's freaking good, you know. Might not be, but I got 1,200 garlic plants in the garden right now, so I'll be making my own organic garlic powder here pretty soon. Wow, that's doing real good. Yep. Alright. Looking good now. Okay, one more douse of this stuff. I'm just going to kind of get it on the pan. Good. The tofu will hit that stuff when it gets in there. Oh yeah. If you guys have any comments or any ideas or whatever, you can just leave them on the comment section. I'd be happy to reply. Pretty proactive in the social media world, so we'll get back to you if you have any questions. Yeah, that's turned out good. Yep. Okay, move this guy over. This guy needs a little more cooking. And then we're going to be done. I will cut these in half, you'll see in a minute here. They'll look like these thin guys. You would see from toasting, another little sprinkle, little garlic powder on both sides. Do the trick. That's it, man. I'm going to flip it one more time and put the cheese on, and we're good to go. Okay, final flip. Here we go. Bam, looking good. So this has probably been in here half an hour. Sometimes I'll even let them go longer. I'll do a flip to get that garlic nicely cooked up. I'm just going to cut this guy right now. He doesn't want to stay together, that guy there. Damn it. Come on, man. Stupid tofu. Where did I get this tofu? Kmart? Okay, so there's that. There's that. Flippo. Yeah, all these little crunchies left on the bottom are so good. Come here. There's another busted one. This has to be the worst rendition of the tofu sandy I've ever seen in my life. But you get the idea. That's all that matters. Right? That's all that matters. So now we cut these in the slices because this is basically a slider style sandy. Just a little slider. There we go. Let the cheese fix it. Now, I ain't no professional chef, but I do know how to cook decent. Cause that's what you got to do when you're a vegan. To learn how to cook. Use other types of food. So here's a little vegan cheese. This isn't the Daiya cheese. No, the Daiya cheese. I love the Daiya cheese. Like here's kind of a type of Daiya cheese. This is the sliced cheese because the stupid stores around here stop carrying the shredded Daiya cheese. Get the shredded Daiya cheddar cheese, and I guarantee you'll be stoked. And that what I'll do is use this stuff here and see how it works. They did have this at the store, which is pretty cool. I used to have something like that. Make sure these are separated enough. The cheese will combine them. So So let's move them apart, or we'll stick together. So separate them a little bit. And the Daiya is a tapioca-based cheese, which is really cool. This is vegan gourmet. We're gonna try it out, but just to give an example, I'd usually grab some shredded stuff and just kind of start at the one end and lay it down nicely on the other end. You see how that works. Vegan gourmet here. I do like a lot of cheese, so. And I mean, these aren't the best for you, but at least you don't have to lap your lips around some animal tit. Give them a break. I mean, what kind of mama would want some other animal like milking off their breast? It'd be ridiculous, right? Don't be ridiculous. I'm all about the moms here at J. Von D Productions Animal Sanctuary. I'm all about the moms, looking out for the moms all the time. I'm going to do some more of these so you can already see how nice this stuff melts. It's Daiya. The Daiya is so good. Yummy. A little more on that guy over there, and I think we're gonna be done. Daiya is so good. I can eat this stuff, handfuls of it, just by itself. All right, let her go. Meanwhile, I will get the pickle. Not a little pickle, right? Big old pickle. Bam. Pickle sliders. My own pickles this year in the garden, so I have to pay $5 for a freaking jar of pickles. Ridiculous. We shall see, folks. We shall see. Just gonna let that simmer on low, get that cheese melted. So we had a bagel, some bagels, Daiya cheese, shredded cheddar cheese, tofu, firm, soy sauce, water it down, a little bit of cayenne in there, and olive oil, garlic powder, pickles. Did I already say garlic powder? And maybe some ciabatta if you need. That should do it. This puppy should be looking pretty good here. I don't know what those. Try and see if those like vegan gourmet stuff will melt. We'll try that too. There we go. I usually do these little chunks here. I mean, look at the Daiya is just like totally awesome. Just like sticks to the fork. It is so yummy. There we go. Another one of these guys. I'll take a middle one. Bam. Yummy. Okay. There you go. It's breakfast. Awesome. Hope you like it.